Oh, hey guys, what's going on? It's MJ's Raw Review, and I'm coming to you from mjfitness.au. Awesome Raw Review for the viewers at home today on an all-new electrolyte-based hydration supplement from our good friends at Nexus Sports Nutrition. It is, of course, Hydration Plus in the house. Let's get straight into it. Show you guys exactly what's in it. Tell you exactly what it's going to do. The nutritional panel that we've got on the back of these packages is way too small. It ain't going to get it done. We're about to go deep in this here Nexus Hydration Plus. Luckily, got ourselves a big ass nutritional information panel appearing on screen at the moment. Let's start from the top. We're talking about 8 grams per stick pack, and there's about 24. Not about, there's exactly 24 of them 8 gram stick pack bitches in one of these Nexus Hydration Plus bitches, and they are very cool stick packs. Actually, I got my personal Hydration Plus, the flavor I'm working on at the moment. I've actually got a mixture of flavors in here. We'll get to that in a second. But the stick packs kind of look like this. They're very cool. 8 grams, super convenient because you get 24 of them in each bag. So you can just pull them, throw one in your gym bag, one in the car, one in your back pocket, and be hydrated whenever you want on the go. So that's pretty cool. The packaging is very cool, super convenient, and pretty nice looking packaging as well, if I might say so myself. In terms of what's in each and every 8 gram stick pack, we're talking about 6 calories, no protein at all. There's no fat at all. There is a little bit of carbohydrates. There's 1.5 grams of carbs per stick pack, of which 0.4 grams is sugar, and that's mainly going to be coming from the flavoring system, what we'll get to in a second. In terms of the active ingredients, if we do a quick addition and add up all of the actives, we can see that there's 14 active ingredients, and they add up to 3,973.4 milligrams of actives per 8 gram stick pack. So we're dealing about 50-50, about 50% active ingredients, 50% non-active ingredients, which are going to be primarily your flavors, your sweeteners, and your colors as well. In terms of what those 14 active ingredients are made up of, we're going to start from the top and work our way down and jump a little bit all over the place because I want to kind of group things together to walk you guys through this formula, because it is a very impressive formula and there's a lot to get through. Let's start from the top. We're looking at taurine. We've got 750 milligrams of taurine in there. Primarily, I mean, taurine does a lot of things, right? Primarily, it's in the Hydration Plus formula, really for muscular endurance more than anything. A little bit of electrolyte balance as well, but we've got electrolytes for that, of course. So mainly muscular endurance, 750 milligrams. This is a nice dose of taurine for that effect. Then we get into our electrolytes. So we have potassium citrate or citrate, depending on how you want to pronounce it, 750 milligrams. We've got magnesium citrate, 300 milligrams. We've then got sodium citrate, 323 milligrams. And Himalayan pink salt, which is going to yield some more sodium, 200 milligrams. The total yield across all of these different electrolyte sources is 285 milligrams potassium, 151 milligrams sodium, and 33 milligrams magnesium. So it's important when we're looking at an electrolyte-based hydration supplement that we consider, obviously, what electrolytes we have in there, and then the total amount of electrolytes as well. So we've got potassium, sodium, magnesium, which arguably are the 3 most important, most abundant electrolytes, definitely, most important electrolytes to replenish as your body's removing them through sweat primarily, and other ways, of course. And we're dealing with 469 total milligrams across the potassium, the sodium, the magnesium, all the different sources, total milligrams, just under 500 milligrams. So it is a nice dose of total electrolytes across the 3 most important, 3 most abundant, 3 electrolytes that we really want to replace with our electrolyte-based hydration supplement. Then we move into, we've got a bit of fiber in here from inulin, 250 milligrams. Interesting addition to this formula. I think really it's really just going to help with gut health more than anything. Quite a small dose though, 250 milligrams. We then get a little nootropic in here. We get some acetyl L-tyrosine, also 250 milligram dose. Acetyl L-tyrosine is L-tyrosine attached to an acetyl chain, so it crosses the blood-brain barrier, which can assist with mental focus. And then L-tyrosine is a precursor to L-dopa, which is a precursor to dopamine, which helps with increasing mood and feeling of well-being. 250 milligrams, once again, on the lighter end of the dosing. You really want to see about 500 milligrams of acetyl L-tyrosine, but it is still nice to see it in this formula. We then have some vitamin C in here, 80 milligrams to help with absorption and do all of the cool shit vitamin C does. Then we have a very cool ingredient. I've got to pause and just hang on this one for a little bit. Synactive. The registered, trademarked, proprietary ingredient Synactive in a 25 milligram dose. This is a very cool ingredient. Does a lot of things for performance and recovery and turnover of cells in your body. A very, very, very cool ingredient. I'm very happy to see it in this. Technically, it's not a hydration ingredient. It's like a little bonus. It's like a little Easter egg that Nexus have popped in here. Really going to help with boosting performance when taking pre-workout. Going to help with endurance when taken around workouts, and then when taken post-workout, going to help with recovery. So it's a very versatile ingredient. It's a registered, patented, trademarked ingredient, and the 25 milligram dose is about half the daily dose that you want of Synactive. So you could be taking 2 of these per day to get that full daily Synactive dose. But a very cool addition, a very unique addition to this hydration blend. We then move into creatine monohydrate in a 1,000 milligram dose or a 1 gram dose. Obviously, creatine, precursor to ATP, going to help with muscle strength and power primarily. Another cool addition, that dose, as we know, your full clinical or scientifically validated dose of creatine is anywhere between 3 to 5 grams. So 1 gram is significantly below that in the single stick pack, but if you're taking multiple stick packs per day, obviously that's going to add up. Very cool addition as well. Then we got vitamins B3, B6, and B1 in there for natural energy production. And then we've got vitamin E in there for its antioxidant properties. Listen, there's a very good reason why there's that little plus symbol after hydration in this Nexus Hydration Plus. It is hydration plus, it should be plus, to be honest. Or maybe an X even. Just throw some expletives on the end there, or maybe an exclamation mark, I don't know. But it's much more than just a hydration supplement. It's much more than just the electrolytes, which are very well dosed across the most important electrolytes. Then we get all of these additional bits and pieces in here. One last thing to add as well, you guys will notice that there is a little HASTA approved sticker on the Hydration Plus. That's a new addition. That means that every single batch is independently tested for WADA banned substances and approved to be WADA prohibited substance free. Every single batch, which is really, really cool. So if you are an athlete that competes in a WADA governed sport and you're concerned about making sure that what you're putting into your body is not going to contain any prohibited substances, you can take the Nexus Hydration Plus and be absolutely assured that it is HASTA approved. Every batch is tested and you're getting exactly what is on the label and no WADA prohibited bits and pieces whatsoever. What a formula from Nexus, straight up, man. I'm happy we had that big ass nutritional information paddle because we just went deep. In terms of what it's missing, look, really, if we're going to go through it with a fine-tooth comb and we're going to get real kind of really like granular with the electrolytes, I mean, it is missing chloride as an electrolyte, and it is missing calcium, which is kind of, if you go down the list of electrolytes, you're like, okay, we need sodium, yes, definitely. We need potassium, yes, magnesium, yes. And then it kind of goes, okay, chloride would be nice. Yeah, calcium probably after chloride would be nice as well. Obviously, it doesn't have either of those electrolytes, either of those minerals in here, and that really is all that it's missing. It is a very comprehensive formula from a hydration perspective, from a performance perspective, and then the other bits and pieces, the nootropic, the Synactive, I mean, oh my goodness. In terms of how it tastes and how it mixes, comes in 4 flavors, and you're seeing all of them on screen at the moment. Let me go through them one by one. I'm gonna start over here We have Ras Lime, which is blue raspberry lime, raspberry and lime, ras lime. It's a combination of raspberry and lime, but you'll see the color that it mixes in a second. We then have, this one's pretty cool. This is the exclusive collab Cobra Kai flavor, the No Mercy raspberry. We have the peach mango. And finally, it comes in the sherbet twister. 4 flavors to choose from. I have my personal bag here of, well, it says peach mango. This was originally a peach mango bag, but I've got a whole bunch of different flavors, because I've been through all the flavors, of course. Product testing, you know, quality control. So I've got, what have I pulled out here? I've pulled out the Ras Lime. So we're gonna throw down the infamous MJ's taste and mixability test on the raspberry lime flavor. I don't have a MJ shaker. I've done something a little different. I've got, because these are pretty cool as well, courtesy of Nexus. Thank you guys for sending me this. This is a little Nexus insulated double wall. You guys know the double wall glass that used to see in raw reviews. This is a double wall sippy cup. I think Nexus might have got their inspiration from these videos. I don't know about that. But we've got the Nexus double wall sippy cup ready to go. And there is a very good reason why I'm using this as opposed to using an MJ shaker. I got my hydration stick pack ready to go. Let me open the stick pack up over here and throw my hydration stick pack into 500 mils of water in my Nexus double wall sippy cup. And the reason why I want to do this, rather than put it in a shaker with a turbo ball and throw it down, is because all it takes is a few, let me pull this out in this direction, is a few flicks of the wrist in your sippy cup like this. And you guys can see that it mixes incredibly easy, just like that, in a sippy cup. And the reason why I wanted to show you guys that is because, pretty obvious, that turbo ball is not required for this Nexus Hydration Plus. It mixes easily in a glass with a spoon or a sippy cup with a straw. Let me refresh my memory on how the Ras Lime tastes. Also, just quietly, I wanted to do the first ever raw review where I drink out of a straw. The flavors are good, man. The flavors are very good. Across the board, I've tried all 4 in my little mixed pack that says peach mango, but has all 4 flavors in there. I will say that for an electrolyte supplement, the flavors are very sweet. Now, let me disclaim that by saying that Nexus is known for their very sweet, very punchy flavors across all of their products. Perform, super sweet, punchy flavors. Amped, super sweet, punchy flavors. Even their proteins are very punchy in their flavors. That's kind of what they're known for with their flavoring system. So they have definitely stayed true to their brand when it comes to the flavoring of Hydration Plus. It's just when you compare it to other electrolyte-based hydration supplements that generally are not very sweet, this definitely like smacks you in the face with the sweetness. It is incredibly sweet compared to the other products in the marketplace. Not incredibly sweet when you compare it to other Nexus products, but it is just something to be cautious of, especially if you're drinking it like before a workout, during a workout, after a workout. I really think that from a sweetness perspective, 1 stick pack is a really nice sweetness level in about 1 liter of water, as opposed to like half a liter of water, which is what I mix it up in this sippy cup. For me personally though, I do enjoy sweet punchy flavors, so I actually think the flavor is pretty damn good. But it is something to just be aware of. It is a very sweet electrolyte hydration supplement. In terms of how I personally would rank the flavors, I think that flavor I have right there, I think that's the best. The Ras Lime, blue raspberry lime, raspberry and lime, whatever you want to call it. I really like that flavor, quite nice. I would then probably go the sherbet twister after that. Then the Cobra Kai No Mercy Raspberry, which is similar to the Raspberry Lime. It just doesn't have the lime element to it. And then after that, I would go the Peach Mango, in my personal opinion. But you really can't go, like none of the flavors are flavors that I wouldn't go back to. I've tried all of them. They're all very good and really just delightful flavors across the board. In terms of the effects, what are you taking an electrolyte supplement for? What are you taking a hydration supplement for? It's interesting because like electrolyte hydration supplements have been around for decades in the form of ready to drinks. I'm not surprising anybody by talking about things like Gatorade, things like Powerade. More recently, we've had influencer-based hydration drinks like Prime come into the marketplace and really kind of reinvigorate the electrolyte supplementation segment of sports nutrition. Why are you taking an electrolyte supplement? Well, quite simply, it's going to replace electrolytes that you are losing in sweat, losing when you go to the bathroom and you wee and you urinate, you're losing electrolytes through there. You're losing electrolytes any way that your body releases liquid. For most of us, when we exercise, primarily that's going to be sweat. So what we're doing by taking an electrolyte-based hydration supplement, technically we're not rehydrating, that would be drinking water, but we're replacing what we're losing out when we're losing water from our body, and that is electrolytes. That's primarily sodium, potassium, magnesium, to a lesser extent chloride, to a lesser extent calcium, and we're trying to replace those electrolytes because those electrolytes are super important for carrying electrical charges across cells. Without electrolytes, we can't function, we can't do anything. Carrying electrical charges across cells for muscle contraction, carrying electrolytes across cells for keeping our heart beating, keeping our lungs breathing, just keeping us alive effectively. So we're replacing the electrolytes that we lose. Those of us that are involved in high intensity exercise, primarily that we're losing through sweat while we exercise. So when you're taking Nexus Hydration Plus, if you're taking it pre-workout, especially if you train first thing in the morning, because we know first thing in the morning you're dehydrated. What do? First thing in the morning, you get up, you go to the bathroom, you lose a bunch of fluid. Along with losing that fluid, because you've been to the bathroom, you're losing a bunch of electrolytes. So if you can replace those electrolytes first thing in the morning before your early morning workouts, you're going to experience an increase in performance. If you're taking it during your workouts, you're going to keep replacing the electrolytes that you're losing through sweat while you're working out. You're going to increase your performance. If you're taking them post-workout, that's going to help you recover from your workouts, replace what you're losing in sweat, replace what you're losing throughout the day, and have you ready to go for your workout whenever that next workout is. So increased performance, increased recovery, depending on when you're taking it, depending on when you're losing electrolytes throughout the day. In terms of side effects, there's really nothing to report. Specifically, we've got a whole bunch of additional bits and pieces in this Nexus Hydration Plus. There's nothing really from a side effect perspective that even like the synactive, the creatine, the N-acetyltyrosine is going to cause in the doses that they're in the Hydration Plus. So you've got nothing to worry about there. What does it compare to? Now, this is interesting because in powdered form supplements, as opposed to ready to drink nutrition, this is quite a new category to powdered form supplements. So I'm going to take Hydration Plus and I'm going to compare it to an Australian supplement and then to an American supplement. In the Australian market, we're going to take it and compare it to Switch Hydrate. In the American market, we're going to take it and compare it to First Form hydration sticks. Let's start with Australia. Switch Hydrate. So Switch has slightly more taurine, has 1,000 milligrams versus the 750 that you're getting in the Nexus Hydration Plus. It also has slightly more total electrolytes. So total electrolytes in Switch Hydrate, 582 milligrams. Total electrolytes in the Nexus Hydration Plus, 469 milligrams. Switch Hydrate then has a bunch of things that Nexus Hydration Plus doesn't have, namely chloride, namely coffee berry extract, which yields both antioxidants and chlorogenic acid, namely calcium, so the two electrolytes that Hydration Plus is missing, Switch Hydrate does have, namely vitamin B9 and B12 are all in Switch and not in Hydration Plus. However, Switch doesn't have fiber, it doesn't have N-acetyltyrosine, it doesn't have synactive, it doesn't have creatine. It doesn't have vitamin E, and it also doesn't have vitamin B1. So when you compare what Switch has compared to what Hydration Plus has a much lengthier list of ingredients and things that Switch Hydrate doesn't have in it. Switch Hydrate also has one less flavor, so 3 flavors compared to the spread of 4 that we have in Nexus Hydration Plus. However, Switch Hydrate is naturally flavored, naturally sweetened. The flavors are much more mild, much less sweet, much less punchy than what we're getting in the Nexus Hydration Plus. And then finally, when it comes to price and value for money, in the stick packs, they're the same price, but Switch, you get 4 less stick packs. So $49.95 for both products, but Switch is 20 stick packs compared to the 24 in the Nexus. However, Switch Hydrate does also come in powdered form tubs for the same price with 5 more serves. So it gets slightly better value for money in the powdered form with the scoop as opposed to the stick packs. Let's now fly over to the US and compare it to First Form Hydration Sticks. First Form Hydration Sticks almost double the amount of electrolytes. So a very heavy electrolyte supplement, 875 milligrams per stick pack compared to the 469 in the Nexus Hydration Plus. First Form Hydration then also has the electrolytes that Nexus Hydration Plus is missing. It has calcium, it has chloride. It then also has zinc as a trace mineral, and it has concentration AC, which is a patented, registered, full spectrum trace mineral extract in there as well. But it doesn't have taurine, fiber, N-acetyl-L-tyrosine, synactive, creatine, B vitamins, and vitamin E. So Hydration Plus, much more stacked formula, although not as heavy on the electrolytes as the First Form Hydration Sticks. First Form Hydration Sticks, 1 less flavor, 3 compared to the Nexus 4. First Form Hydration also naturally flavored, naturally sweetened, much milder with the flavors, much less punchy with the sweetness when compared to Nexus Hydration Plus. However, it is more expensive. First Form Hydration Sticks, $59.95 for 20 sticks compared to $49.95 Nexus Hydration Plus for the 24 sticks. You can see how it stacks up. Who is it best for? The Nexus Hydration Plus. Quite simply, guys, anyone who's looking to replenish electrolytes, anyone who's looking to improve performance through replenishing electrolytes, anyone who's looking to improve recovery through replenishing electrolytes, anybody who, honestly, you know what? One of the coolest things about Nexus Hydration, because the flavors are so sweet and so punchy, they're gonna make you wanna drink more water. So if you have trouble drinking water, take one of these tic tacs, throw one of these in like a big liter of water, and just sip on it throughout the day. It's delicious. It's gonna help increase your water intake, plus replenish your electrolytes, plus you're gonna get the synactive, plus you're gonna get the creatine, plus you're gonna get the N-acetyl-L-tyrosine, plus you're gonna get the B vitamins. Shall I go on? I think you guys get the point. Also, gonna be great for people who like super sweet, super punchy flavors, like myself. So good. Price and value for money, last but not least. Guys, there's no real way to misinterpret this. $49.95, so less than 50 bucks for a full bag, 24 stick packs in each and every bag. It breaks out at just over $2 per serve, $2.08 per serve. It is not just one of the best value for money electrolyte-based hydration supplements on the Australian market, but arguably one of the best value for money because of not just the electrolytes, but everything else you're getting in there as well. Like that formula, we just did the compare the pair. We just compared it. It is the most stacked hydration plus X exclamation mark formula that we've seen thus far. And it's also the best value for money per stick pack. You really can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong with the Nexus Hydration Plus. Guys, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the MJ Fitness YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on your mobile, your cell phone, your desktop PC, your smart TV, your Tesla. If you're watching this in your Tesla, however you're watching the video, turn your notifications on so you don't miss a beat. When it comes to all new raw reviews and everything else we've got happening here on the channel, guys, that is MJ's raw review on the all new Nexus Sports Nutrition Hydration Plus electrolyte base stacked hydration formula. And I'm coming to you from mjfitness.au.